Alright, at the end of this video, you should be able to mix very clean and professional sounding vocals. We are going to mix a song from scratch. I'm going to break down a song I mixed from scratch on how I mix it and how I mastered it. This video is going to help you if you are an artist that want to record over a 2-track beat, maybe a beat that you have downloaded from YouTube or from website, and you want to record vocal on it and you want to mix it. It will help you. The first thing I'm going to advise you is whenever you bring in a downloaded beat, you have to turn down the beat at least -6 dB, which is what I've done here. You can see -6 dB. I've turned down the beats -6 dB, and then there are little EQ that I've done on the beat, and we are going to go over that in a minute. All right, so let's listen to the song. Let's listen. All right.
Call me a better man, yeah. They call me a better man. Let's go. You they call me a brother man, but I they beg for food. You know one give me food to chop. Call me a brother man, but you they vex for me. When you they see me they flex. You they call me a brother man, but you they want make a cry every single day. Call me a brother man, but I they sick and you don't want to come and check on me.
So that's the vocals, and let's listen to it with the effects.
Call me a better man, yeah. They call me a better man. Let's go. You they call me a brother man, but I they beg for food. You know one give me food to chop. Call me a brother man, but you they vex for me. When you they see me they flex. You they call me a brother man, but you they want make a cry every single day. Call me a brother man, but I they sick and you don't want to come and check on me. Why you don't check on me, my bro? I'm thirsty, no water. I'm hungry, no food. I'm naked, no clothes.
All right, that's it. I think it sounds beautiful, isn't it? All right, so we are going to go over how I was able to enhance this vocal and the mastering. So, all right, quickly, as usual, if you have watched any of my other videos, you will see the first thing I always add on my vocal is the pitch correction. So don't forget, here is a pitch correction plugin I'm using. This is X-Pitch by Noro. So like I said, put the key of the song. This song is G minor, so I've put it here, set it up, pretty much the same thing as every other auto-tune plugin out there or pitch correction plugin. They retune speed, strength, and everything. Set it up, get the key correction right, the key of the song, and that's all. That's the first thing I do with it, and you can see it. Then the second thing, like I used to do, I create a group and send almost every vocal. Like this song, I mix everything in the same group, but sometimes I used to separate my lead vocal and my background vocal in a critical situation, but for now I'm using just one group to effect all the vocals. So I move them to the group, and here is the group channel. So we are going to take a look at all the effects that have been added. I've off all the effects. Let me off even the mastering effects a little bit. Okay, let me just keep the mastering effects for loudness. All right, let's go. So let me solo it.
You chop, call me a brother man, but you they vex for me. When you they see me they flex. You they call me a brother man, but you they want make a cry every single day. Call me a brother man, but I they.
All right, so the first thing, like I used to do, I added my NS1 from Wave. It is a noise suppressor, so this cleans up the noise a little bit. So without it, this is how it sounds.
Food, you know, one give me food to chop. Call me a brother man, but you there vex for me.
With it,
Vex for me. When you there see me, they flex, you they call me a brother man, but you they want make a cry every single day. Call me a
you can see the vocal sound way smoother, way more, focused. So you take off the room noise, a little bit of the background, and it sound more focused. Then the second thing I did is my EQ. Mind you, I like to use the channel EQ on Cubase. Yeah, so on the channel EQ, I've added their default EQ here. I just selected a lead vocal for male, and that's the setting they have put for me, and I like the way it sounds, so I keep it that way. Then um I added my own EQ, and I'm still doing some work here. What I'm going for this song is a clean and very bright vocals, sharp vocals, very crisp vocals. So I still did some EQ here. So let's play.
they beg for food, you know, one give me food to chop. Call me a brother man, but you they vex for me. When you they see me, they flex, you they call me a brother man.
You can see there a lot of stuff going on here. I add a lot of multi-band compressor around these places to just duck some of those dark frequencies, because I want the vocal to be more sharp and more airy, so I don't need too much thickness. Based on that's what uh the artist always likes his voice to sound like. So I'm ducking a lot, so I cut off like about 100 hertz, then I take off the whole of the 100 hertz area, so leaving from there to the rest of the vocal. Then what I did there was still docking frequency. So let me quickly go over how I
Call
dock.
me a brother man, but you they vex for me. When you they see me,
So you can hear this frequency now. If you are on a very good headphone or speaker, you hear it. I'm taking off some of the dark frequencies here, and I turn it to compressor, so dynamics. So how to do it is just simple. I right click, then okay, let me just add new one. I right click, then make it dynamic, then I set my queue and look for a place. let's
to
say
chop. Call
let's
me
say
a brother man, but you they vex for me. When you they see me, they flex, you they call me a brother man, but you they want make a cry every single day. Call me a brother man, but I they sick and you don't
so
want to come and check on me.
so you turn it down, and that's all. Then you can make it more aggressive, any amount you want. I don't used to go crazy with this, but I just keep it simple, and then that's all. It sound like this.
Call me a brother man, but you they vex for me.
So the next thing is my compressor. I like this compressor a lot. Our compressor from Waves, the Renaissance compressor. So my settings are very simple. You can see threshold around 20, gain around 7.5, and then ratio around 3.6. It's a preset from inside the compressor. It's like a lead vocal preset there that I normally start with, and most of the time I set it the way I like. So if you observe,
Vex for me. When you they see me, they flex, you they call me a brother man, but you they want make a cry every single day.
so I'm compressing around 20 threshold, and I'm still taking dipping around 3.6 dB. So it's kind of aggressive compression, because I want the vocal to be very strong in your face vocal. Then the gain is about 7 point something, so I'm bringing the volume way back. So if I take off the gain,
To chop, call me a brother man, but you they vex for me.
so
When
if
you
I
they
so if I take off the gain, it is very low. So I put back the makeup gain around 7.5 dB, and then it sounds like this.
me food to chop, call me a brother man, but you they vex for me. When you they see me, they flex, you they call me a brother man.
If you notice after the compressor, the vocal became more thicker and a little bit of dark frequencies are coming up. So this is where I involve a multi-band compressor. A multi-band compressor to still control some of these frequencies. So I have added a multi-band compressor, and what I did here was I am compressing from, I'm taking off like the low ends again, then I'm kind of controlling some of the high frequencies. I don't want to touch the mid because I still want body on the vocal. So let's listen how it sounds like with the multi-band compressor.
Call me your brother man, but you dey vex for me. When you dey see me dey flex, you dey call me your brother man, but you dey want make a cry every single day. Call me your brother man, but I dey sick and you don't want to come and.
So we can see what it is doing. It is still controlling these highs and taking off some of the lows. So let play again.
You dey call me your brother man, but I dey beg for food. You know one give me food to chop. Call me your brother man, but you dey vex for me. When you dey see me dey flex, but you dey want make a cry every single day. Call me your brother man,
So
but I dey sick and you don't want to come and check on me. Why you not check on me?
so that's what the multi-band compressor is doing. Then again I added another compressor. This one, now what this one is doing is just catching a little of the frequencies that are, you know, still coming out from the first compression. I want the vocal to be very much smooth and, you know, very very consistent without too much of it getting out. So let's listen. This one is a very subtle compressor and it's not having gain, it's just little. So let's listen how it sounds with
They
it.
beg for food, you know one give me food to chop. Call me your brother man, but you dey vex for me. When you dey see me dey flex, you dey call.
Let's play with the beats, I think, for now, so that you see the difference.
You dey call me your brother man, but I dey beg for food, you know one give me food to chop. Call me your brother man, but you dey vex for me. When you dey see me dey flex, you dey call me your brother man, but you dey want make a cry every single day. Call me your brother man, but I dey.
So that's it. It's sounding very nice with the beats. Then my secret sauce for now, the Xbox Pro, my secret sauce. This is my secret sauce. This is a secret to me because it does almost everything that I have done. This can do everything, but I don't like using it that way. I like to do my thing before I put it so that I can, you know, enjoy the effects of it even better. So let me play and let's hear how it sounds at this point.
Call me your brother man, but you dey vex for me. When you dey see me dey flex, you dey call me your brother man, but you dey want make a cry every single day. Call me your.
So it's cool. What this has added is it has added a little bit more compressor here. I have set a little bit of DS in here and more EQ, and this EQ is now boosting the high frequency. If you notice, I wasn't boosting since I was, you know, adding stuff. I wasn't boosting any frequency, but this EQ now is boosting the high frequency, giving it very bright, you know, clean air, and then a little bit of reverb here and a delay, small delay here, and a little bit of pitch widener to just give it a little, you know, stereo effect on the vocal. That's all it is doing, and it sounds like this. I will bypass it in and out. Let's listen.
One give me food to chop. Call me your brother man, but you dey vex for me. When you dey see me dey flex, you dey call me your brother man, but you dey want make a cry every single day. Call me your brother man, but I dey sick and you don't want to come and check on me. Why you not check on me?
Nice. So the last thing I added here is my DSR, because after all this, I noticed the S's are coming out, the sharp high frequencies are jumping out already. So I added my DSR, and this is DSR from Wave. So you can see I put it on full reset and then just bring the threshold down to where I can see the signal is kind of jumping, and then I put it there. So listen.
Call me your brother man, but you dey vex for me. When you dey see me dey flex, you dey call me your brother man, but you dey want make a cry every single day. Call me your brother man, but I dey sick and you don't want to come and check on me. Why you not check on me, my bro?
So that's everything. Then let's go to my delay. I now created effects channel where I send in delay. That's everything I did on the cleanup. Like I said, if you have recorded a vocal, right, I used to say you don't need to do crazy stuff to make them sound nice. So I send a delay. This is a regular quarter note delay. I send a delay to the vocals, and it sounds like this. All right, so let's hear.
Man, but you dey vex for me. When you dey see me dey flex, you dey call me your brother man, but you dey want make a cry every single day. Call me your brother man, but I dey sick and you don't want to come and check on me. Your brother man, but you dey vex for me. When you dey see me dey flex, you dey call me your brother man, but you dey want make a cry every single day. Call me your.
So it's very simple, 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 simple. Simplicity is always the best most of the time. Don't get too crazy with your vocals most of the time. Record them well, that's the main thing. Record them well. So that's a little delay I sent to the vocal. Then I added Valhalla reverb, and then I just pick a preset SP White lead vocal. I did not touch anything. The only thing I do here is on the reverb channel, I did a little EQ because I don't need the reverb to be too much. So I did a little EQ. This is a secret. I don't know if you really want to understand this. I can do a video for it. I cut off the lows here and a little bit of the high so that the reverb is going to be very, very, smooth and straight in your face. I don't want the reverb to be everywhere on the song. So that's it. I added this reverb and it sounds like this with the reverb.
Food to chop, call me your brother man, but you dey vex for me. When you dey see me dey flex, you dey call me your brother man, but you.
So let's listen with the beats.
Me, when you dey see me dey flex, you dey call me your brother man, but you dey want make a cry every single day. Call me your brother man, but I dey sick and you don't want to come and check on me. Why you not check on me, my bro? I'm thirsty, no water. I'm hungry, no food. I'm naked, no clothes. Oh, you see they call me a brat. I'm thirsty.
That's pretty much everything on the vocal. The only thing I did on the extra vocals were this. I sent in a reverb direct on the vocal. I added a reverb on this vocal. Let me solo it. I added Valhalla on this ad-lib vocal and turn it down on the default setting. Turn it to like mix of 32.8, and then it sounds like this on these true vocals.
Me up at the man. Vibe on, let's go.
So yeah,
My
again.
bro.
So if you observe, these vocals are like flavor to the song. So most of the time I like to do stuff like this. Let's listen on the beat how they sound.
Check on me, my bro. I'm thirsty. No.
So that's it. That's the only extra things that I did here. And added extra DSR for the background vocals, which are these ones. These are these ones.
But I dey beg for food, you know one give me food to chop. But you dey vex for me, when you dey see me dey flex. But you dey want make a cry every single day. But I dey sick and you don't want to come and check on me.
So this is the only thing I added extra DSR on um the background voices, and that's pretty much everything on the mix. So let's listen. uh Before I forget, there is something I added here on the beats to give the vocal a little bit more space. It is very important if you are mixing with two tracks. So if I bypass, you will see the difference.
The man, but you dey vex for me. When you dey see me, dey flex. You dey call me your brother man, but you dey want make her cry. Every
So this is EQ I added to control the beats. I might not go too deep on it, but you can see the EQ. I'm ducking of frequencies that I want to give clarity to the vocal. So look at, let's listen.
call me your brother man, but you dey vex for me. When you dey see me, dey flex. You dey call me your brother man, but you dey want make her cry.
If you observe, without this EQ, the beat is taking over the vocal. Other people does side chaining and stuff. I also know some of those tricks, but most of the time, or if the beat is clean, sometimes some little EQs can make a big difference. So if I on it, listen to it again, and you can see there is a difference, clarity.
Me, when you dey see me, dey flex. You dey call me your brother man, but you dey want make her cry. Every single day, call me your brother man.
Let me off it and listen to it again. You will see.
You dey vex for me. When you dey see me, dey flex. You dey call me your brother man, but you dey want make her cry.
With it,
call me your brother man, but you dey vex for me. When you dey see me, dey flex. You dey call me your brother man, but you dey want make her cry.
so the beat is very basic. So due to the bass, I added these EQs and try to control some. But if you notice, I'm not actually cutting too much on the bass here. Let me solo the beat. So I'm not cutting too much. I just take off small. So I'm taking off this frequency a little bit, about like 4 dB or so. Then this is the guitar, and on the guitar I am still taking off some because the guitar is kind of all over everywhere. So I need space for the vocal. Then yeah, this frequency is where most of the time the vocal is shining, this 2 key area, and it's going to be a problem if they are sounding like competing in the same place. So I duck it down a little bit. A little bit of the eye, mind you, or the eye, I turn it to side, turn it to side. I don't want to take the eyes directly. If I take off the eyes directly, sometimes it might make the beat sound moody. So I turn it to side EQ, so it kind of separates it and take them down a little bit so that it won't affect the overall like so much. That's what I did here. It's just a little touches and the vocals shine.
No one give me food to chop. Call me your brother man, but you dey vex for me. When you dey see me, no water. I'm hungry, no food. I'm naked, no clothes. But you see they call me your brother. I'm thirsty, you say no water. I'm hungry.
This is very good. So on the mastering is very easy. I think the way I approach mastering when I mix on a 2-track beat is different from the way I approach mastering when I'm the one that produced the beat and working on it. So this is a 2-track beat, so I don't want anything crazy on the mastering. The first thing I did was this another thing I like to use. I added Pro Q3 on the master channel, the first thing. Then I came to dynamics, then mix, then I go for general purpose balancing one. Depend on the feeling. Most of the time I go with my ear. I'm not really like an expert in mixing and mastering, but I go my ear. If it sounds good to me, yeah, I know it's right. So I go with this, and then that's all for the first thing I did here. Let me even take off the rest. So
For food, you know, one give me food to chop. Call me a brother man, but you they vex when you they see me, they flex, you they call me.
the first thing I add is this, and I go for dynamics and then mix. Then I go for general purpose balancing, mix. So it gave me a little bit. If you observe, it was doing some balancing here, like it says. It is compressing some frequencies, boosting. It is controlling a lot of stuff there to make sure everything is sounding accurate. Then the second thing I added was ozone exciter, and what I did was I went for subtle high end on the exciter so that the song is very sharp, so at the same time I don't want it to be too harsh, so I'm kind of controlling and saturating those high ends in a way that they don't become too crazy, and it goes
Brother
like
man,
this.
but you they vex for me when you they see me, they flex, you they call me a brother man, but you.
Then I added an imager, ozone 9 imager, and I go for modern, nothing crazy. I told you, like, most of the time I don't do too crazy numbers, sort of stuff. I go for my hearing. If it is sounding right to me, I think I'm going to keep it the way I like. So I added an image just to give it a little bit wideness. The beat is already mixed and mastered, so I don't want it to be too crazy at the same time. So
A brother
listen.
man, but I they beg for food, you know, one give me food to chop. Call me a brother man, but
If you observe with the image, the vocal sound a little bit more spacey. Then this is my little secret. I added a DSR, and on this DSR, what I'm doing here, I'm not, instead of doing the vocal DSing in music, I'm doing high end transit limiting to make sure I control some of the sharp frequencies on the beat. So that's how it sounds
to
like
chop.
this.
Call me a brother man, but you they vex for me. They want make a cry.
So you can see it's crazy, but sometimes I like to use it because some of those high frequencies are very sharp to the area. Most of the time, this attack them and kind of calm them down. So your music sound a little bit more, smoother and cleaner, not too aggressive, even if it is. Then this is where I'm boosting a lot. Most of the time, I like using this wide uh, and open when I am working on two track beats. So I use wide and open. Then I did not do anything crazy. This is pretty much basic. I just boosted this gain to like 8.9 dB, and then it sounds like this.
Make a cry every single day. Call me your brother man, but I they sick and you don't want to come and check on me. Why you not check on me, my bro?
And again, don't forget my meter. I added my meter to still be sure of if I'm getting over the loudness limits or something. So I always guide myself with this meter.
Call me your brother man, but you they vex for me. When you they see me, they flex, you they call me your brother man, but you they want make a cry every single day. Call me your brother man, but I they sick and you don't want to come and check on me. Why you not check on me? I'm naked, no clothes. Why you see they call me your brother? I'm thirsty, you say no water. I'm hungry, you say no food.
You can see the short-term LUFS is eating around -8, -9, which is good to me. Most of the time, I see most of the popular songs are around 9, and sometimes Spotify and YouTube and the rest will recommend -13, -14, and so on. So -9 is like the standard kind of mastering volume for most popular music that I've been listening to. So I like to try as much as possible to get my volume clean at around -9, 8, or 10. If it is clean in this area, I like it. So that's how I do my thing. So that's pretty much everything on how I usually mix and master on 2 tracks. But it all depends. I might change my chain or the tools I use depending on the kind of vocal I'm working on. But please, if you like this video, please do comment, like, subscribe, and be honest. See you in the next video. I promise to continue bringing more stuffs like this. So just try as much as possible to stay with me here while we build this together, and peace out. Let's just listen.
For me, when you they see me, they flex, you they call me your brother man, but you they want make a cry every single day. Call me your brother man, but I they sick and you don't want to come and check on me. Why you don't check on me, my bro? Oh, I'm thirsty, no water. I'm hungry, no food. I'm naked, no clothes. Why you see they call me your brother? I'm thirsty, you say no water.